Hello, my dear 9th students. Previous class we have discussed relation functions up to exercise 1.3. Today we are going to discuss exercise 1.4 relation and functions. Type of functions. First one is one-to-one function, and second one is many-to-one function, and third one is on-to function, fourth one is into function, and fifth one is one-to-one and on-to function. So first one-to-one function. One-to-one function. First you draw one arrow diagram. This is domain. This is codomain. You take a domain name is A. You take codomain name is B. You take some elements in A domain 1, 2, 3, 4. You take some elements in codomain B 5, 6, 7, 8. So 1 is mapped with 5, 2 is mapped with 6, 3 is mapped with 7, and 4 is mapped with 8. So every different element in A, that means domain, different element in domain has different images in codomain, therefore it's a one-to-one function. One-to-one function. Different element in A has different images in B, therefore it's a one-to-one function. So different element, 1 is mapped with 5, 2 is mapped with 6, and 7 is mapped with 7, 3 is mapped with 7, and 4 is mapped with 8. Different element in A has different images in B, therefore it is a one-to-one function. Many-to-one function. Many-to-one function. You take one arrow diagram. This domain, this is codomain. Domain name is you take A. Codomain name you take B. You take some elements in A 1, 2, 3, 4. Take some elements in B 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1 is mapped with 4, and 2 also mapped with 4, 3 also mapped with 4, and 4 is mapped with 5. So many elements, 1, 2, 3, 3 elements mapped with the same image 4 in B, therefore it's a many-to-one function. Many-to-one function. So two or more elements in domain are A, domain name is A, 2 or more elements in A has a same image in codomain. So therefore it is a many-to-one function. Therefore it is many-to-one function. Two or more elements in domain has same image 4 in B, therefore it is a many-to-one function. Next one, on-to function. On-to function. You take one arrow diagram. This is domain. This is codomain. Take this is A. Codomain is B. You take some elements 1, 2, 3, 4. You take some elements in B 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1 is mapped with 3, 2 is mapped with 4, 3 is mapped with 5, 4 is mapped with 6. Now you see the codomain. In codomain, all the elements, every element has pre-image. Every element has pre-image, therefore it's a on-to function. In codomain, every element in codomain has pre-image in domain. Therefore it is a on-to function. In some other words, so this is a codomain. codomain is B. B is equal to 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a codomain B. B is equal to, the elements of B are 3, 4, 5, 6. So range of this function is range. So range of this function is same, 3 has pre-image, so 3, 4 has pre-image, so 4, 5 also has pre-image 5, 6 also has pre-image 6. So here domain is 3, 4, 5, 6 and range also 3, 4, 5, 6. Here range is equal to codomain. Range is equal to codomain. So in this case we can say this is a onto function. This is a onto function. Range is equal to codomain means it is a onto function. Otherwise, in definition, every element in codomain has pre-image in domain. So it is a onto function. Okay, next into function, we take one arrow diagram. This is domain A. This is codomain B. You take some elements in A, 1, 2, 3, 4. Take some elements 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So here 1 is mapped with 5, 2 is mapped with 6, 3 is mapped with 7 and 4 is mapped with 8. So this is a into function because the element 9 in codomain has no pre-image. Therefore it is a into function. The element 9 in domain codomain B has no pre-image. Has no pre-image in domain A. Therefore it is a into function. It is a into function. That means range is a proper subset of codomain. In this case, this function is into function. Range is a proper subset of B. Thus here range is what? Range is equal to 5, 6, 7 and 8. 9 is not a range element. So 9 has no pre-image. So 9 is not a range element. So 5 has pre-image. So 5, 6, 7, 8. This is a range. Codomain B is equal to, all elements are codomain, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So this is a main set. This is a subset. Range is a subset of codomain. Therefore proper subset of codomain. Therefore it is a into function. One to one and onto function. You take one example. Domain, codomain, domain M A, codomain M B. You take some elements in A, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 is mapped with 6, 2 is mapped with 7, 3 is mapped with 8, 4 is mapped with 9, 5 is mapped with 10. Different element in A has different images in B. Therefore it is a one-to-one function. Relation 1 to 1, 1 to 1, 1 to 1, 1 to 1, 1 to 1 is there. Therefore it is a one-to-one function. So every element in codomain has pre-images. Therefore it is a onto function. So this function is called one-to-one and onto function. So every element or different element in A has different images in B. Therefore it is a one-to-one function. So next, every element in domain has pre-image in A. Therefore it is a onto function. Every element in B has pre-image in A. Therefore it is a onto function. So totally this function is called one-to-one and onto function. One-to-one and onto function. This function is also called bijection. This function is also called bijection or bijective function. So next we are going to discuss vertical line test. So every vertical line cuts the curve or intersect the curve at one point is called function. Otherwise it's not a function. The curve is there. You draw one vertical line. Every vertical, not only single vertical line. Every vertical line cuts the or intersect the curve at most one point is called a function. Otherwise this curve does not represent a function. So you draw one vertical line. So I am going to draw here. This is a vertical line. This is a vertical line. This is a curve. So this vertical line cuts the curve at 2 points. So therefore this graph does not represent a function. The reason is the vertical line intersects the curve at 2 points. 2 points. Therefore it is not a function. Therefore it is not a function. So next, second one. Here one curve is given. You draw one vertical line anywhere on the curve. I am going to draw here. This is a vertical line. So this vertical line cuts the curve at only one point. Therefore it is a function. So the vertical line cuts the curve in at most one point. Therefore it is a function. So next one is vertical line test. So any vertical line, that means every vertical line intersects the curve in at most one point, then it is a function. Otherwise more than one place, intersecting more than one place means it is not a function. So when curve is given, you draw one vertical line here, anywhere on the curve. You draw one vertical line here. So this vertical line intersects the curve in 2 places, place 1, place 2, 2 places. Therefore this graph does not represent a function because the vertical line intersects the curve at 2 points. So the reason is the vertical line cuts the curve at 2 points. Therefore it is not a function. It is not a function. Next is second one. So this is a curve given. So you draw one vertical line anywhere on the curve. The vertical line cuts the curve at any one point means it is a function. More than one point means it is not a function. So I am going to draw the vertical line here. So this vertical line cuts the graph at only one point. Therefore it is a function. So reason is the vertical line cuts the curve at only one point. Therefore it is a function. Next, the third one. So here also one curve is given. You draw one vertical line here, anywhere on the curve. I am going to draw here. This is a vertical line. So the vertical line cuts the graph at point 1. This is the second point. This is the third point. 3 places. The vertical line cuts the curve at 3 points. So therefore it is not a function. So the vertical line cuts the curve at 3 points. That means more than one point. 3 points. Therefore, it is not a function. Next, the fourth one. So this is a curve. Want to draw one straight line here. You draw anywhere on the curve. So this vertical line cuts the curve at only one point. Therefore, it is a function. The vertical line cuts the curve at only one point. Therefore, it is a function. Okay. So next, horizontal line test. So every horizontal line cuts the curve at one point means it is a 1-to-1 function. Otherwise, it is not a 1-to-1 function. That's all. Every horizontal line cuts the curve at only one point means it is a 1-to-1 function. More than one point means it is not a 1-to-1 function. That's all. So one curve is given. You draw one horizontal line everywhere on the graph. I'm going to draw here. This is a horizontal line. This horizontal line cuts the curve at only one point. Therefore, it is a 1-to-1 function. The horizontal line cuts or intersects. Cuts the curve at only one point. Therefore, it is a 1-to-1 function. The second one curve is given. Draw one horizontal line here. The horizontal line cuts the curve at 2 points. Therefore, it's not a 1-to-1 function. The horizontal line cuts the curve at 2 points. Therefore, it is not a 1-to-1 function. Next, the third one. One graph is given. You draw one horizontal line on anywhere on the graph. I'm going to draw here. This horizontal line cuts or intersects the curve at only one point. Therefore, it is a 1-to-1 function. The horizontal line cuts the curve at only one point. Therefore, it is a 1-to-1 function. Question number 2. Let function from a to b be a function defined by f of x is equal to x divided by 2 minus 1. This is a function given where a one set is given, b is another set also given. So using these sets and functions you want to find out, represent by a set of ordered pairs first, second one is a table, third one is an arrow diagram, fourth one is a graph. First you want to find out set of ordered pair. Set of ordered pair is nothing but the function name is f, you write f is equal to set of ordered pair. I am going to write general form of set of ordered pair is x comma y is a pair. This is called a set of ordered pair, where x is what? Here, such that y is equal to f of x. So f of x is nothing but y. So y, we know y. So what is x? X is nothing but x belongs to first set given by in your question a. So x belongs to a. So the values of x you want to take a set. The values of x you want to take from a. The value of y you want to find out f of x. So f of x is y. So first you want to find out f of x. First you want to find out f of x. X is what? X belongs to a. So a set elements are x. So now first you want to find out f of x. Using this function you want to find out f of x. So given set a is equal to 2, 4, 6, 10, 12. Set b is equal to 0, 1, 2, 4, 5 and 9. So function f of x is equal to x divided by 2 minus 1. So these are the x values. X belongs to a. This x belongs to a. So these are the x values. First you take first x value 2. F of 2 is equal to, instead of x you substitute 2. So 2 divided by 2 is equal to 1. It's nothing but, sorry, 2 divided by x value 2 divided by 2 minus 1. This we can cancel it to 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. Next you take x value is 4. F of 4 is equal to x value 4 divided by 2 minus 1. This we can cancel. 1 2s are 2, 2 2s are 4. 2 minus 1 is nothing but 1. Next you take third element 6. Now f of 6 is equal to x value 6 divided by 2 minus 1. So we can cancel this 3. 3 minus 1 is nothing but 2. Next you take fourth value f of 10. F of 10 is equal to, instead of x you substitute 10. 10 divided by 2 minus 1 is nothing but 1 2s are 2, 5 2s are 10. So 5 minus 1 is nothing but 4. Next you take f of x. X value is 12. So here x value substitute 12 divided by 2 minus 1. So 1 2s are 2, 6 2s are 12, 6 minus 1, 5. These are the f of x values. So now we are going to answer first question. First one is set of order pair you want to write. F is equal to s comma y is a set of order pair. X is a set elements and f of x is a y value. So substitute. X value is 2. Then f of x value is 0. So 2 comma 0. Next second one is x value is 4 and f of x value is 1. So 4 comma 1. Next third order pair is 6 comma 2. X value 6, y value 2. Next one is x value 10, y value 4. Next one is x value 12, y value 5. 12 comma 5. This is a set of order pair. Next question is a table. Next you want to write table. Table means you want to draw two rows. Two rows. One row is x and another row is f of x. Now you want to write x values in first row and f of x values in second row. So how many x values are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 x values are there. You split in this table into 5 columns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns. Fill x values 2, 4, 6, 10, 12. 2, 0. So 2 means f of x value 0. 4 means f of x value 1. 6 comma 2. 10 comma 4. Next 12 comma 5. This is table. Next third one is an arrow diagram. Next third one. Arrow diagram. So arrow diagram is first you want to draw domain. Next one is codomain. So domain name is here given A. Codomain name is B. So domain elements, A set elements 2, 4, 6, 10 and 12. So codomain elements, B set elements 0, 1, 2, 4, 5 and 9. So the relations are given. Set of order pair. Using this set of order pair we can draw the arrow diagram. So 2, 2, 0. 2 is mapped with 0 and 4 is mapped with 1. 4 is mapped with 1 and 6 is mapped with 2. 6 is mapped with 2 and 10 is mapped with 4. Next 12 is mapped with 5. So this is a arrow diagram. You write the function name here, f. F is a function name. Next fourth one is a graph. Fourth one is graph. Fourth one is graph. You want to draw the graph. You take x, y axis, x axis. This is x, x dash, y dash origin. You see this table. In x-axis we have 12 scale 12, maximum 12. So you take 1 unit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. So in y-axis we have up to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So first point is 2, 0, x to y 0. First point is 2, 0. Next second point is 4, 1. 4, 1. X 4, y 1. 4, 1. Second point is 4, 1. Third point is 6, 2. X 6, y 2. This is 6, 2. Next fourth point is 10, 4. X 10, y 4. This is 10, 4. Y 4, x 10. Next point is 12, 5. X 12, y 5. X 12, sorry, y 12. X 12, y 5. This point is x 12, y 5. 12, 5. This is a graph.